Welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk, your trusted source for the latest Arsenal transfer news, rumours and updates from around the football world. If you are a true Gunners fan, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications and join the Arsenal Daily Talk family because we bring you the biggest stories as they happen. Today we have a shocking transfer update that could completely change Arsenal's summer plans. A huge report is making waves across the football world. Vinícius Jr has reportedly turned down Arsenal's interest. And now Barcelona could be ready to enter the race for the Real Madrid superstar. But why would Vinicius reject Arsenal? Could Barcelona really make a move for one of Real Madrid's biggest stars? And what does this mean for Mikel Arteta's plans? Stay with me because this story has many layers. Vinícius Jr, Arsenal's dream? Target for Arsenal supporters. The idea of signing Vinícius Jr was nothing short of dream. The Brazilian winger has developed into one of the most exciting footballers on the planet. His explosive speed, incredible dribbling skills, creativity and ability to score in important moments have made him one of Real Madrid's most valuable players. Over the years, Vinicius has transformed from a young talent with potential into a global superstar. He has played a key role in Real Madrid's biggest victories and has become one of the faces of the club. That is exactly why Arsenal would see him as the perfect attacking addition. Mikel Arteta has been building a squad capable of competing at the highest level. The Gunners have improved massively in recent seasons, challenging for the Premier League title and returning to the Champions League stage. Adding a player like Vinicius would send a message to Europe. Arsenal are ready to compete with the biggest clubs in the world. Imagine Vinicius attacking from the left side at the Emirates Stadium. His pace against Premier League defenders, his ability to create chances, his partnership with Arsenal's talented attackers. For many fans, this was a dream scenario, but now that dream could be facing a major problem. The shocking report, Vinicius says no to Arsenal. According to recent transfer reports, Vinícius Jr has not been convinced by Arsenal's approach. The report suggests that Arsenal's interest was serious, but the Brazilian star may prefer to continue his career elsewhere. However, it is important to remember that no official announcement has been made by Vinicius, Arsenal or Real Madrid. Transfer stories involving superstar players often change quickly. But the reason this rumour has attracted so much attention is simple. When a player like Vinicius becomes linked with a possible move, every major club starts watching. And Arsenal fans are now asking one important question. If Vinicius does not choose Arsenal, where could he go next? Why would Vinicius reject Arsenal? There are several possible reasons why a move to North London may not happen. The first reason is Real Madrid. Vinicius has built a special relationship with the Spanish giants. The Santiago Bernabeu has seen him grow from a young Brazilian talent into one of the best players in the world. Leaving Real Madrid is never a simple decision. The second reason is ambition. Vinicius has already won major trophies with Madrid and may believe that his future is still connected with the club's long-term project. Real Madrid continues to attract the biggest names in football, and staying at the Bernabeu gives him the chance to compete for the Champions League every season. The third reason is financial expectations. A transfer for Vinícius Jr would not be a normal deal. It would require a massive investment. The transfer fee could be enormous, and his salary demands would place him among the highest paid players in the world. Even clubs like Arsenal would have to carefully consider such a huge commitment. Real Madrid's position. From Real Madrid's perspective, losing Vinicius would be a nightmare. The Brazilian is not just another player. He is one of their biggest attacking weapons and one of the faces of their future. Madrid have always worked hard to keep their best players. They know that replacing a talent like Vinicius would be extremely difficult. That is why any transfer conversation around him creates huge headlines. But whenever there is uncertainty around a superstar, other clubs start preparing. And this is where Barcelona enters the story. End of part 1. But now the biggest twist is coming, a possible move that would shock the entire football world. Could Vinicius Jr really leave Real Madrid and join their biggest rivals, Barcelona? In part 2, we will break down Barcelona's interest, the financial challenges, and how this could become one of the most controversial transfers in football history. Don't miss it. Welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk. In part 1, we discuss the shocking reports surrounding Vinícius Jr, Arsenal's interest, and why a move to North London could become difficult. But now we move to the biggest twist in this entire story, a possibility that would send shockwaves across world football. Could Vinícius Jr leave Real Madrid and join Barcelona? A transfer like this would not just be a normal deal, it would be one of the most dramatic moves in modern football history. Barcelona's shock interest in Vinícius Jr. Barcelona are always searching for world-class attacking talent. The club wants players who can change games, attract global attention, and help them compete again at the highest level. And Vinícius Jr fits that profile perfectly. The Brazilian winger has everything modern football demands. Incredible pace, elite dribbling ability, creativity in the final third, experience in big Champions League matches, the ability to decide important games for Barcelona. A player like Vinicius could become the face of their next era. After losing some important attacking options and continuing their rebuild, adding a superstar attacker would be a major statement. But there is one huge problem. The player Barcelona would be trying to sign is currently one of Real Madrid's biggest stars. A transfer that would shock football. The rivalry between Real Madrid and Barcelona is one of the biggest rivalries in sport. The El Clasico battle is not just about football. It represents history, pride, and millions of fans around the world. Because of this, direct moves between the two clubs are extremely rare. A player leaving Real Madrid for Barcelona would create unbelievable reactions. Fans would debate it for years. The media would cover every detail, and every match between the two clubs would have even more drama. That is why the idea of Vinicius wearing Barcelona colours would be one of the biggest stories in football. Why would Barcelona want Vinicius? From a football perspective, the reason is obvious. Barcelona want match-winning players. They want attackers who can create something from nothing. Vinicius has proven he can change the outcome of important matches. His ability to beat defenders one-on-one would give Barcelona a different dimension in attack. He could provide more speed on the wings, more creativity in dangerous areas, more goals and assists, more fear for opposing defenders. A front line featuring Vinicius alongside Barcelona's attacking players would immediately become one of the most dangerous attacks in Europe. The big financial challenge. However, signing Vinícius Jr would be extremely complicated. Barcelona would have to overcome major financial challenges. A deal of this level would involve a huge transfer fee, a massive salary package, long-term financial planning, compliance with football regulations. Barcelona have been making efforts to improve their financial situation, but a superstar signing requires careful decisions. The club would need to decide whether investing heavily in one player is the best strategy. Arsenal's next move. If Vinicius does choose another path, Arsenal cannot waste time. Mikel Arteta's team still needs quality additions to maintain their challenge for major trophies. The Gunners have shown that they can compete for elite players. Even being linked with Vinícius Jr shows how much Arsenal's reputation has grown. The club is no longer looking only for young talents. They are now trying to attract football's biggest names. But the question remains, if Vinicius is unavailable, who becomes Arsenal's next attacking target? The transfer window. Drama continues. This situation shows how unpredictable football transfers can be. One day a player looks close to one club, the next day another giant enters the race. Arsenal, Barcelona and Real Madrid are all involved in a battle of ambition, money and sporting vision. For Vinícius Jr, the decision could define the next chapter of his career. Will he stay at Real Madrid and continue building his legacy? Will Arsenal return with a stronger offer? Or could Barcelona attempt the impossible and bring him to Camp Nou? Final message. Gunners, now we want your opinion. If Vinícius Jr becomes available, should Arsenal break their transfer record to sign him? Or should Arsenal focus on other targets and continue building the squad? And what would you think if Vinicius moved from Real Madrid to Barcelona? Comment your thoughts below. Subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk for more breaking Arsenal news, transfer updates and football stories. See you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners.